Welcome back to the Mic Check Show. It's a kickoff to the offseason, and what better to have the one, the only, Josh Yee.
Hello, everyone. I'm Josh Yee. I am the O-line captain and player coach for the Calgary Wolfpack.
Everyone
knows.
You're that famous around the AFL now.
That's crazy.
You don't need to do long introduction.
Okay.
Gonna say you're pretty much the face of the Wolfpack.
I'm not Daryl Leeson.
No, but you say you're out there in the social media space for the Wolfpack, so
yeah.
I'm gonna say the Wolfpack fans know you.
Yeah. Woo! That
There
was cringe. That's gotta. That's
staying in.
That.
Anyways, so Josh, how's offseason been treating you?
Off-season's been good. Been training. I just benched 355 10 times yesterday, so I'm feeling strong. Getting ready for this year. I'm excited. Each year, I always say it's my last dance, and it never is. So I won't say that this year. But I'm excited. We got some new faces coming over to the Calgary Wolfpack. Some dogs in the trenches.
Old faces too.
Old faces and new/old faces. So I'm excited. I'm ready.
Perfect. Alrighty, we're gonna dive right into it. So, of course, football, your game of sport.
Yeah.
What sparked this passion to play it?
For me, it started. I grew up a good old Forest Lawn boy, and for those of you who don't know, Forest Lawn is kind of known as the lower end area of Calgary. So I kind of grew. I mean, it's nothing compared to like Toronto or like Surrey or like, East Hastings, but it's definitely like a lower end area of Calgary. So I grew up kind of, low income, single mom, living with my grandparents. Always wanted to play hockey as a kid, never got the chance. So when I got into high school and the opportunity arose for me to play football, I fell in love with it. I wanted to play tight end at first. And for me, I was like watching Gronkowski and I started training and I started hitting the gym. And then I got to my first ever main camp, and they were like, "You are a guard and a linebacker." And I was like, "Okay."
A linebacker, so bad.
Until I put on 20 pounds, they were like, "You're not a linebacker anymore.
Stick to the line."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. What did you say? What sparked it?
Oh, what sparked it? Just kind of having friends throw the ball around. I remember being in grade 9 and in junior high school, seeing people throw the ball around. And I was just like, man, I want to throw and catch the ball. Never got to do that. Actually, I throw the ball between my legs. But
there we go.
That's about it.
It's a skill.
Sure.
I can't do it well.
Sure.
There we go. Okay. So, play at Forest Lawn.
Mm-hmm.
And right after, did you take a year off?
No. Well, the COVID year. But I signed with the Valley Huskers out of Chilliwack. And for me, my story, I signed with Chilliwack. I went to Bible school out there, Bible college. And so I moved out there, 17 years old, going to college. Played a year junior. Well, first year there was no football because of the pandemic. Played a year junior my second year. Came to the AFL, took a break from the CJ. And then Kamloops came knocking, and then I suited up for Kamloops for like half a season.
Nice. Well, that's transition to my next question. So why did you take a break from CJFL, and how was it in Kamloops?
Well, the reason I took a break was because I got offered an opportunity to do a paid internship at my home church where I was baptized, discipled in. And it was an opportunity where I felt God just kind of call me to it, and where I got to serve the kids in the hood. And so, yeah, I took that internship, and I thought football was done for me. I thought, I was focusing on my degree. I thought I was focusing on becoming a pastor. And I ended up, actually, at first, the Airdrie Irish, Eric Clark, hits me up, and he goes, hey, you should come play for us. And at first, I was like, I'm good. I think I'm good. And then Tim McCallendon got word that was happening. And Daryl Leeson sent me a friend request on Facebook and was like gave me a call and was like, I need O lineman. And I was like, okay, Daryl, I'll come out, I'll come play. I just know I'm really focused on my ministry. He's like, I just need O lineman. And then I fell in love with the game again because I was able to focus on my degree and my work and my passion while also still just 2 practices a week in a game is nothing. Right? Compared to junior where it's you're 6 days. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
They're
brutal.
But yeah, how's Kamloops?
Kamloops was amazing because it was a weird experience, I'm gonna be honest. So what happened was I I follow the Broncos coach on Instagram and immediately slid in my DMs because this is about a year after I played for the Valley. So technically I was a free agent in the CJFL. And he goes, I need a lineman. And this is how every conversation of me being recruited starts, is like, I need a lineman. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm in Calgary for the summer. I go to college in Abbotsford. I don't know how that's going to work. He's like, okay, what about next season? I was like, okay, maybe. And then like 2 months later, I'm down to slot backs at guard. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, listen, we'll cover your gas for you to drive out from Abbotsford while you're at school, from Abbotsford to Kamloops. Just come out for Friday night walkthroughs, play Saturdays, and we'll cover your gas to drive back to school. Damn. And so, like, for me, I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like, I mean, they didn't make me sign NDAs, so I hope I'm not breaking any rules sharing that.
Probably not.
I hope not. I love Kamloops though. Like, they have my heart. I love Kamloops. Genuinely, like, my favorite CJFL team I played on. But no, that happened, and I went out there. They didn't start me against the Okanagan Sun, but by the second quarter, the D-line coach was like, slide in at nose tackle for me. I'm like, nose tackle against the Okanagan Sun? Heck yeah. And I'm like, and you know me because we're teammates. I'm a crazy son of a gun sometimes. I'll jump in there. And I'm like, yeah, I'll go play nose tackle against like the number one ranked team in the CJFL. Yeah. So I'll go in there. And then all of a sudden the O-line coach like does this to me, like on the sideline. He's like, I need you to slide in at right guard. Next thing you know, I was going like both ways in the CJFL for like the second quarter. And I hadn't played in this, like I played, mind you, like I don't think there's that much of like a level of like speed difference between the games, like between the AFL and the CJFL. I think for sure the CJFL is faster, but I think the skill wise, like I think they're very similar in that sense, where it's like I'm not gonna lie to you, like Trey Main is probably one of the hardest blocks like I've ever had to make, and like I've played in the CJFL. Like I say like Trey Main, Brian, why am I blanking on his? Why am I like Gators? Summers. I was about to say Shaw, like the strong. We love it. Like he's a dog. He actually works my uncle. Ryan Summers, like those guys did play like high level ball. So like for me, it's like the transition from the AFL back to the CJFL wasn't really that hard. So yeah, like it was a great experience. They took care of me, which I'm very grateful for. And as a coach, I try to send players to that direction because I love that organization.
Okay. That's good for them.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can actually get those guys that you send them.
No, they try.
Yeah.
Try.
Like, yeah, we'll see. You never know with recruiting.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna dive back into your past.
Yep.
You definitely had a difficult childhood, as you told me. Most kids in your situation would have fallen off the path or either end up dead or in jail. What kept you on the straight and narrow?
So I guess for them, I'll summarize it. I grew up in a home with abusive parents, which is why I grew up with my grandparents for the most part. My dad was in and out of my life till after high school. And so for me, like what kept me in the straight and narrow was my faith in Christ. Like I became a Christian when I was 12, but I really started picking up my cross and being a disciple and walking in my faith when I was a high school student. And in turn, I started going to youth group, which is why I'm a youth pastor now. Where it's just like youth ministry was where my heart was. And so my youth leaders, my youth pastors poured into me and sowed into my life, as well as my football coaches. I had a coach, my grade 10 linebacker coach, like he was my personal trainer as well. And he trained me at his gym for free until I was 19.
Damn.
And so like these adults, these men, they saw me, saw what I was about, saw that like I loved Jesus and I loved football, and they sowed into me. And in turn, that's kind of why I coach sports, I work in youth ministry. And so
that's awesome. Yeah, because a lot of times kids like that, they just fall in between the cracks. Yeah, they may play sports, but they still don't get on the straight and narrow. And it's good that faith has put you into the spot, because who knows where you would have been if you didn't find your religion.
100%. And that's what the gospel is about, right? It's about Jesus, who loved God, who being creator of all things, loved the world so much that he saw the imperfections, that he saw that humanity could not live up to righteousness. So he sent his son down to die for everyone. And I think that that's beautiful. And that news, whether you believe it or not, I believe it. It changed my life, not just as a teenager, but it still does today.
Which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say you have to be the first guy I've had on here that has been this religious, which is awesome. I have no.
Get King on here next.
I've been thinking about it. I'm gonna say you guys can just shoot me a message. I'll put you guys on if you have a story at least.
Oh yeah, King.
Anyways, so of course religion has helped you get into the path you're on now.
Mm-hmm.
I do like to talk about troubling times of people on my show, as you've seen. But now, time for the uplifting part.
Yeah.
So, any funny stories in your football career?
Oh, funny stories. I got lots. I just got to think. I'm not prepared for this question, but
This is why I tell people.
I looked at it, but I forgot, man. Oh, funny stories. Let me try to think. Oh my gosh. Okay, my rookie year in the AFL. I'll give you guys an AFL story. We go to Fort Mac. We win against Fort Mac. We're on the bus ride back. I'm like a 19-year-old kid. Daryl Leeson is hammered. Okay. Daryl's drunk. And I had a speaker, and I was like, at first, like, I didn't drink, but I'm a fun dude, so I was like screaming, "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys. I was having fun with it. And then I'm trying to sleep because right when we get back from Fort Mac, I have to get in my vehicle and drive to work. But Daryl's hammered, and he has my speaker, and all I hear is "Fishing in the Dark," and all I hear is "You and me go fishing in the dark" for like 3 hours. And I'm trying to sleep because I have to teach Sunday school. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And that was the time, that was the most, like, Daryl, I love Daryl. Well, that was the time I've ever seen Daryl be the most wildest.
It's funny because I've never seen him drunk. Like, I've only been actually played with him for maybe 2 years in a game. But yeah, I've never seen him wild like that.
It was, oh man, I hope Daryl doesn't get mad at me for sharing that story. But
I'm gonna make this a real, just so he can see it.
Oh yeah.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Exactly. I really want to see him drunk down.
I as someone who works in youth ministry, I'd prefer not to ever again. But it was definitely like a funny time where it's like at the time I was like annoyed because I'm like, dude, like I have 30 screaming kids who I gotta teach Jesus to in about 2 hours, and I'm on a bus ride back from Fort Mac, and then Daryl screaming, "You and me go fishing in the dark" with my Bluetooth speaker, and I'm like 2 melatonins in, trying to go to sleep.
Jeez, I say 2 melatonins doesn't even work on my kid.
Sometimes it works for me, but yeah.
I guess you need a higher dose. All right, so I think that'll be Daryl's new theme song.
Fishing in the dark, yeah, maybe.
Fishing in the dark. Okay, so you have become one of the leaders for the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
What made you want to stay after leaving? Well, I guess not leaving, going to Kamloops, but coming back the next season. Because, like you said before, the Irish try to recruit you.
Yeah. What kind of kept me around was just kind of my love for the guys, like Nathan Monteith, man. Like, and I've talked so much about it. Like, he's a missionary. He's a guy who loves the Lord. And at first, like, me and him, like, we have a great relationship where I call him once in a blue moon. For me, it's the camaraderie, right? Like, as much as I want to win games and I hate losing, I played at Forest Lawn where we won 1 game a year for like 3 years. And so, like, for me, like, the game's about winning and losing. Don't get me wrong. I want to win every game. But it's also about the brotherhood that's made, right? Like, we're playing in the AFL. We're playing senior men's. I have my career mapped out. I have my degree. To me, I love playing with Daryl. To me, I love playing with Nate. For me, I loved playing with John Moman for 3 years. For me, I love showing up here to this field to practice every Tuesday and Thursday.
Good old Fowler.
And as well as it's like, yeah, like, as much as I love ball, like, I'm not going pro. I'm working in youth ministry, man. That's my calling.
Okay. Definitely the guys.
Yeah, it's the guys.
Yeah, I feel it. That's one of the reasons why I kept going with my career, because of the guys. Because say if it wasn't for the pack, I wouldn't have met Brad and a lot of the guys I know now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So we're going to move on. So the season didn't end the way you wanted. What can you say about the 2025 Calgary Wolfpack team?
We're gonna be better. I know our record didn't show it, but if you watch on the film, we looked like a lot better of a football team that
Yep.
this past year, especially with that nail biter win over the Irish. Like these boys, the difference between this past season, and the year 2 years ago is we've got heart. We've got heart, and we got guys who want to be there and want to win. Um, these boys, they show up each and every week and they work their tails off because they want to play some ball and they want to win some games, and that's what this is about, man. That's also another reason why I stayed. Is it's like I love being a part of programs that are rebuilding,
Yep.
right? Because you look at a guy like Aaron Donald in the NFL who only won one Super Bowl, right? He's in tears because he saw that team go from 0-16 to winning the Super Bowl. So that is where it's like, you know, if if by the end of my career that never happens to the Pack, it's whatever.
Yep.
But for me, it's just like I want to be part of something bigger than me.
Okay. Well, for my unbiased eyes, I have seen improvement from last year to this year.
Mhm.
But man, you guys are young. So I don't know if you watched one of my videos, but
I do.
are you getting the guys into the gym,
Into the gym.
especially some of those young old linemen?
Um, we're working on that, right? We definitely had Nate Monteith who got us access to their gym. I know Cody Hawkins and I, my personal trainer, we've been talking about setting something up for the Pack. So yeah, like there's stuff being worked on for that end.
That's good. Yeah, because a lot of the years that I played for the Pack, nothing like that was set up. It's like off season, you're on your own until kind of like indoors and
Mm-hmm.
uh, the actual season kicked off. So it's good to hear that improvements are being made to the Pack,
Mm-hmm.
which is great to hear. I'm biased, of course. All right. So, uh, as we've all seen, you are a man of faith. Not gonna lie about that.
No,
How cool is it that you can connect to guys in the league with your beliefs?
um, it's amazing because that to me is what it's about, man. Like I'm 22 years old. I work two jobs. Like sometimes there are times where I go like, why am I playing? But then it's like I got to baptize King, and that was probably one of the coolest things that I have ever done in my life.
Yeah.
Was be able to baptize someone who I met playing football against him,
Oh, pretty cool.
and it was like like on Saturdays he punches me in the mouth, but like off the field, it's like I got to share the gospel with him. He came to my church, and like now he's a brother in Christ. And so like for me to be able to connect the two is what it's all about, man. And yeah, I love the game. I play because I love it. But like for me, there's more to life than football. For me, there's when it comes to life, it's about the gospel and it's about the great commission of like being able to go make disciples of all nations. And that's what it's about. And so yeah, it's pretty cool. I know there's a lot of believers in the league, and I've been meaning to try and get the Bible study for the league wide online going, but I've just kind of been busy with both my jobs. I also work at a Christian homeless shelter too. So yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, I was gonna say, um, why hasn't there been a group for that? Because like maybe King or I think Tej is part of the same faith.
I, I I guess so. Yeah,
I think
Tej.
so.
I think so. Yeah,
I remember him
yeah, he
saying,
has. Yeah, Tej. Oh, Tej. Tyler Johansson is.
"Yeah,
Yeah. From the conversations I've had with him,
gonna say maybe he could do it, but he's a
I
little
can
busy since
I'll probably get something going like once a month or once every 2 months here. But
yeah,
I work a lot. I'm coaching high school ball right now,
yeah.
and yeah,
I think that'd be pretty cool to get like a Zoom meeting going, just have all the guys in
it
there.
will be Zoom. It will be Zoom just because there's like guys from Red Deer who want to be part of it, guys from Cold Lake, guys from
Oh yeah, you can't have everyone come down.
come to Calgary,
Yeah,
come to Calgary from freaking Fort Mac.
that's why I do some of the stuff online. Like I'm not driving to you. It's like 6 hours.
Yeah,
I got kids.
yeah.
Even though I wouldn't mind going for a road trip, but I digress. Um, so of course, as I said before, the Pack are young. Um, what is the goal going into next season? And also, is there going to be a what's the word? Someone to what's the word? I know it. What's up? Tip of my tongue. Who's going to take over for Daryl? Like, is it going to be Memphis? Because I know he can sling it, but is there a real plan for that? Or Daryl is going to play until he's like 100?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm to be honest with you, I don't know the answer to that
Yep.
the second question. I just know that I'm blocking for whoever's back there,
Okay.
and I love both of them a lot. So whoever's back there, I'm blocking for them. Um, the plan for next season is to keep shocking the world. Eventually, obviously, right? Like on the stat sheet, we won one game.
Yep.
Right on the stat sheet for the regular season, we won one game. We want to change that narrative, and so like we want to win games. That's what we want to do is we want to win games, and we're gonna do that by coming here, working our tail off. Right? I'm not gonna. If we're gonna be brutally honest, 2 years ago there would be times where we had like 12 guys at practice.
Yep.
This year got
I
a
know all
lot.
about that.
This year got a lot better where we were like 30, 40 guys at practice consistently. So like to me, it's just we're building on that. We're a young team, don't get me wrong, but there are guys in this league who didn't play junior, right? There are guys in this league who didn't play youth sport who are still great players.
Yep.
And so if we can find a way to hone that potential, to hone what we got there and make some ball players, man, I think we'll be dangerous. And like, yes, the legend's going to play next year. The legend is the GOAT.
Yeah.
And so, as an old lineman, if we buy him time, I know he's going to make some magic happen.
Okay.
Because he's simply the best.
Yeah, it's true. He's been doing it forever. Okay, so here's your opportunity to sell the Wolfpack. So here you go.
Well, come join, right? I've already said it, but if you want to be part of something big, something bigger than you, something that is building, that's what we're about, man. If you want to look at us, think of us like the Detroit Lions. We're trying to turn things around, right? And we kind of almost we're almost at that point. So you want to come, join, be something bigger than you, have the best quarterback to ever play in this league, throw the ball or like to you, protect him, or help that defense. This is what it's about, man. Come ball out for us.
Perfect. So we're pretty much done. Before I say my last question, Daryl or Sherman, if you're actually listening, I want my 85 jersey from years ago. I've been trying to get it, but nothing. Like, no one has it. I don't know what you guys are doing with it.
Is it the old Adidas one?
What are the old? Either it's like, not that one, but like the previous,
Oh, that one. Yeah.
or the other one.
I don't know where that thing's gone. You gotta ask Daryl.
I know. Like, I just want it. I'm retired now. But anyways, all right, Josh, would you like to thank anyone for this journey you have traveled so far?
Most first and foremost, obviously, thank the Lord. Like you said, a lot of kids who have the story I have end up dead or in jail. Next, I just want to thank you for letting me be on your show.
Yeah, no worries.
I watch it sometimes, and so I've always wanted to be a part of it.
It's on Spotify, so you can just listen to it.
Oh, it's true. I usually watch it on YouTube though.
Okay.
Your YouTube is where I usually see it when you send it into the AFL stuff.
Yep.
And then I want to thank all my coaches. So like from Coach Hawkins, my personal trainer, to Coach LeVaycon from Forest Lawn, where I'm like now coaching with him, and it's kind of a surreal moment, to like my coaches in junior, to Vanky. Yeah, sorry Vanky, I don't know if I should have said anything about when I was brought in, but it is truly an amazing story where I was grateful for and very humbled about. Thank you to Rob and Daryl, obviously, for the opportunities to play, and I want to thank my opponents because without those teams, there is no league, and so I'm grateful that we can play football in the summers.
It's definitely an amazing league.
It is.
All right, so before we leave, anything to say about the Seahawks?
Oh, the Seahawks.
Because I just noticed you're a Seahawks.
Oh yeah, I love Leonard Williams. Cooper Cup, that's my boy. Funny story, I was graduating Bible college right when he signed. I actually finished in December, but my convocation was in April, so I had to fly back down into BC. And so when he signed, me and my old roommate drove an hour across the border just to buy his jersey because I was so, A, I wanted a grad gift for myself.
Yep.
B, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Cooper Cup can do. And the Seahawks need an offensive line, which is funny because I'm an old lineman.
There goes Seahawks. All of a sudden, you're gonna get a message from
Josh Yee.
Who's the head coach?
I
haven't paid attention since Pete Carroll.
Mike. I don't want to say Mike McDonald. I almost said McDaniels. I already
say that's Miami.
Yeah, Mike McDonald.
I was gonna say he could probably use the help.
Yeah, both of them could.
Anyways, all right, guys. Thank you for watching. You can, of course, watch on YouTube, Spotify as well. got like 4 people here and there watching it.
Mhm.
I just, yeah, whatever. But anyways, I'm not gonna ramble on. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for having me.